Morning guys, Crypto Mark back for the next weekly KRC20 wallet tracking journey, week number 27. So over 6 months of every week content on the KRC20s and Kaspa in general and crypto in general as well, to be fair. So again, if you're new and you just stumbled upon this, then the tokens down the left are the tokens in question that we've purchased for this journey. Back in January, December and January, more or less, for most of them, or a couple of other ones are quite a bit newer, but there we go. And we're looking at $10 to $12 worth of initial outlay, and we'll track the journey through. You can see the prices are various points up, down, all over the shop. I'll just move along to show you. So as at today's date, down a little bit. Again, it's crypto and it's, as per usual, I spoke about last week, 2 steps forward and 5 steps back. Bombings, wars, stuff going on, worrying people. And it hits the markets, it hits the normal money markets, it hits the stock markets, it hits crypto markets, it hits everything basically. So that's where we're at. But again, this is long term. All my crypto endeavors are long term. So whatever comes in the meantime, and there'll be many more events, no doubt. Then obviously it's just hold and get through the volatility, or get to the next volatile time, because it's one after another pretty much. That's just the way the world is at the minute, isn't it? So there we go. By the way, all videos are my opinion only, and nothing can be construed as financial advice. So again, top performer Wolfie, $75, dipped down a little bit. Cranky dipped down a little tiny bit, not much really, to be fair. Pluto again, I'm not quite sure, we'll have to have a look at that again, but Pluto was the one where I bought $4 worth, I think it was. Found it when it shot to $95, 110, 20, 30, something like that. Came across it on my radar. I forgot I bought it, to be honest. And then it came off the KAS FYI information site. Then it went back on, then it's come off again. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with it, to be honest. But we'll have a little look in this video. But yeah, much for muchness, up and down. Bit of a big drop on Catchy there. Back down to that, or was that a fake pump? Again, the pricing on the wallet that I use, I'm not 100% that it's accurate as can be. Some of the prices seem to do some strange things, but that's the dollar value in the wallet that it's saying it is. So I will look deeper into these when I get time to do so, but for the sake of the argument, we're not looking at big amounts, so I'm not going to concern myself whether something's 445 or 569 or 350 or 312. Do you know what I mean? So it just kind of is what it is. Okay, so we'll have a little look over. So anyway, what was the total? Back down to 162. So we had that decent little spike up here, and then we've obviously come back down. The total outlay is down a little bit, I believe, 218. Yeah, so we're down a little bit, but again, as I've spoke about, all these ones at the bottom here were all $10 to $12 buys, and they're all dead, or they seem to be anyhow. The projects listed over here. So stands to reason, some will die, some will do well, some will be in the middle. Hopefully some do really, really well, and that's kind of the aim, and that's the documentation of this journey, to be fair. Okay, so let's have a little look. So again, Kaspa's down, right? So, and there's panic again, as per usual, down 10%. People will say, why is Kaspa down more than other things, and all this sort of stuff. It happens all the time. So yes, it is down, which is fine. Can see that it's kind of matching up as to where it was more or less here when it had a real tail off, but then obviously it came back and then it's dropped back down again. But what I want to show you, which is more a better yardstick in my opinion, because nothing's changed with Kaspa. There's loads of stuff still going on with it. All the fundamentals are there. There's new projects launching left, right, and centre. The smart contracts are coming. There's this new texting service what you can do on it. P2P encrypted texting, like WhatsApp and Telegram, that kind of thing, but better, I'm led to believe. But you know, that's the aim, and that is going to be anyway. So there's absolutely tons going on with it, so it's all good. But if you look here, and it's just the simple high level viewage, that's not even a word, viewing of these, and they all look the same. Well, most of them, but you'll get what I mean. There'll be a few outliers that are different, but you'll get that most of them look exactly the same. And this is indicative of the crypto market rather than the individual project. So that project's not doing exactly the same performance-wise as all these other ones where they basically have performed the same, where the chart is going the same way. It's indicative of the whole space. So it's not Kaspa's fault that it's come down to here. Do you know what I mean? It's no more is it the same for VeChain or Cosmos or Lombard. All these things, official Trump, they're all exactly, the pictures are exactly the same. Filecoin render, I mean, the list goes on. It's obvious they're all the same. But what happens when you have more of an upturn and the markets change? They all look more like this, the green going up over, or like this. And they all tend to follow Bitcoin or correlated with Bitcoin to one degree or another. So I'm not concerned about any of this. I've said it from day dot, and no matter you see the little bits of in-house squabbling, some of the Kaspa people, not part of teams, but the well-known Kaspa voices, shall we say, it's just normal run-of-the-mill stuff that happens. So I'm not concerned with any of it, in my honest opinion. But that's me. That's how I see it. So KRC20s, let's have a look here. Yes, the DEX as well is getting sorted, isn't it? That's coming. Zeal, it's down a hefty chunk today. To be fair, that was 40 million last week, so it's halved. On the stream last week, it went over 40 million whilst on the stream while I was making this video last week. So that's halved. But again, those people aren't going to be panicking. Nothing's going to have changed. It's still developing. It's just the ones with a smaller amount of money, smaller market caps, when a few people come out, anyone that pulls out that might have had a decent chunk in, it affects the price a lot quicker because it's just the way it works. It affects the price a lot easier because it takes less money to affect the price, should I say. So again, yeah, they're all much of a muchness again on these charts. You can see Natural's back down to 7.5 million. But again, not financial advice, but these projects, a lot of these are on my radar, on my journey that we're doing. Quite a few of them. Some of them are doing better than others, but they're all still in the top 20 KRC20s. The whole KRC20s are a bit flat. And when Kaspa does poorly, these do poorly. So these are correlated to Kaspa. Kaspa's correlated to Bitcoin in the bigger caps. So it's kind of like a chain of events, really. And then when Kaspa does really well and Bitcoin's doing well and the whole markets are doing really well, I expect that these will as well. Again, not financial advice, but that's just my 2 penneth worth. What's this one here? KPTAS. Never seen this one before, I don't think. Is this new? $62 market cap, $62,000 market cap, 100% minted, 10% pre-mint. Come out 2 days ago. Okay. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, depending on where you are. Right, okay, what is this then? Got some volume on here. Good. Right, let's have a little look at it. I might as well, I don't know what it is. Captain Kaspa. Website, followers, Twitter, Telegram, Captain Kaspa, Ultimate Superhero KRC20. Built by Kaspa enthusiasts for Kaspa enthusiasts. Okay. So the pre-mint amount is held as the treasury to fund the roadmap activities. Okay, fair enough. 90% is minted in client 20 wallets since KasWare. Okay, roadmap. What's a crack on the roadmap? Launching all of these, host AMAs, introduce ambassador program with rewards, create website, and continuous website improvements, secure low tier exchange listings, integrate with Tangent, develop payment gateway, onboard online partnership with. Good, there's a lot of thought out information here, to be fair. Partner with these, launch Kaspa's cashback program. There's a lot of thought being put into all this by the look of all the information that's on here. Good roadmap. Let's have a look at their X, I'll follow them as well. Could be one that will pick up some for the wallet journey. $182 followers. Okay. Well, it's been doing all right, hasn't it? It'll be 87%. Yeah, looks good. Looks okay. All right, so we'll keep that on my kind of watch list. Let's have a look at that Pluto I was talking about before. Again, it's vanished off here again. Let's see what's out going on Twitter. Still posting. Tough times, we're tough, man. New website is up. Yeah, I'm not sure what that KSFYI website's all about. It's a bit hitty-missy, to be honest. But again, the project in Kaspa, it's all new still. This is the thing. Everything's still being developed. So, right, yeah, I'll keep an eye on that again. But right, moving on. Let's have a little look. What else was I going to look at today? We'll have a little look at Kaspa.com. What we've got going on. So this is the NFT. So natural volume up, floor price is up, 2,200. They're all out there now. They're 100% minted. Didn't get one when I cut off and shut off. They've got utility with Zeal, I think, in terms of fees and stuff when that comes out. Again, I didn't pick any of these up. That looks quite new. What's this? Ben's homework. Clicking on. Sorry about that. Kaspa Pumps, good. Free natural. Pac-Man, 100. I've never seen Pac-Man. Is that new? Total supply, 99. Let's have a look, see if we've got anything going on. It doesn't have any like sites up here or anything. Website's a bit iffy as well. Right, again, not really sure what that's about. I'll have to have a look at them a bit more. Domains. Decent volume. So this is where you can have your name potentially .kas and then send funds to your wallet through that. Rather than having to have the long-winded address. chickenjockey.kas, some random stuff, but I've got a few of these, to be honest. webkaspa.kas. That's a decent name, isn't it, for 50 Kaspa. Mr. Brown.kas, if anyone's Mr. Brown, you could potentially get yourself that. Or Mr. Pink or Mr. White. Yeah, or you can actually just inscribe and create your own if it hasn't been taken. So I've got my name as one. Got a few other ones that I've speculated on. Just hang on to them for now. And if Kaspa can become this big gateway payment system down the line, if it develops that way, potentially, then it could be a day when people actually use Kaspa to buy things. And if you've got some of the companies .kas, well, however .kas, they might be interested in buying that if you've got it. That's kind of where the speculation bit comes into play. But again, yeah, I've seen more wallets adopting this now, taking this on, so you can actually do it through their wallets. So that's good. Let's have a look at the tokens, see what we've got. We've more or less just looked at these, but yeah, it's the same ones on the top bit. I wonder if that Pac-Man's associated to that Pac-Man NFT. Let's have a quick look at that, see what we've got going on here. Pac-Man. Look at the charts. Yeah, steady away by the look of it. $28,000 mark. These are minute, aren't they? Minute. Volume is volume. Excuse me. Website suspended. Not sure what that's about. Might just be again the newness of the project. Pictures look the same, don't they? I mean, I know it's generic because it's Pac-Man. And this is a good thing about the Kaspa market as well. The projects sort of promote each other's project and repost and things like that, which is good because it's a common goal, isn't it? Where everybody wants everybody to do well, and it just benefits the space and it benefits the project itself in terms of Kaspa, the ecosystem in its entirety. So yeah, good. So more things to look at, to be honest. So Pac-Man, yeah, another one potentially for this list that for this journey that we're on. So that's 2 today, Pac-Man and the other one there. I'm gonna write them down so I've got them, and then I'll have a look. I'll have a more detailed look at them, and then maybe we'll add them to the project going forward. Okay, guys, we're just going to leave it here. I just wanted to address some of the FUD and things and the usual wars, all the outside things that happen. In my opinion, I just try to just sort of blur it out a little bit because you can just drive yourself nuts going up and down, trying to second guess what's going to happen. Ultimately, nothing's changed with the project. Fundamentals are still the same. All this outside noise will always just happen, and for me, it's just a case of just pushing through, and pushing past it, and then every dog will have its day at some point, and we'll turn back around and we'll be on the more positive vibe. And but me, positive anyhow. If I've got any more spare cash, I'll have to have a rattle around, see what's going on with the old fund situation, and possibly just add some extra bits and pieces on the discounted prices. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there today, and I'll be back next week for some more of the same. Any ideas? Anybody wants to say anything? Any likes, subscribes, comments, shares to other people who might be interested in this? If you don't mind, would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys. Cheers. Bye.